Welcome to the Disney Underground. Welcome to the Disney Underground, your experimental podcast of tomorrow. Be sure to strap on your Mickey ears as our hosts, Panda, Gene, Sammy, and Morgan, take you through all the happenings in the world of Disney and Universal. Are you ready for some fun, games, and an occasional guest or two? Then sit back, relax, and enjoy the Disney Underground.
Good evening, everybody. This is the Disney Underground. I am Bob Ross, and it's our fun episode: Halloween Horror Nights versus Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. And
you're like one of the Muppets from the Mayhem.
No, I'm Bob Ross. See, I got a paintbrush. I'm Bob Ross.
It's pretty good.
Oh my goodness, you got us good.
So they didn't think I was gonna dress up today. I dressed up today. Since we're doing a little Halloween thing, are they gonna do a big reveal? Is that what we're waiting?
I guess so. Yeah, we haven't seen Morgan or Sammy yet.
All right, we haven't seen him backstage yet. So first, let me introduce my man Panda. What's up, my man?
Hello, everyone. I'm representing Disney and Halloween Horror Nights. This is my Michael Myers shirt.
Ooh, very nice.
What's up, Mola man? You said Pretty Little Trees. Definitely Pretty Little Trees. I got my 1-inch brush.
Yes.
So when can we see Morgan and Sammy? Are we gonna put them on or what?
You count down.
Count down.
From what? From 100? No, how about from 5, 4,
We got it.
3, 2, 1.
Mine wasn't a grand reveal.
Look at you two.
You guys went all out. There you go.
We are the Council of Spooky Witches, and you just changed it with the B. I forgot if we don't cuss on the show. And Sammy and I quickly FaceTime before. We're like, "What do you look like? What do you look like?" And we are your Halloween girls. We love Halloween.
Yes.
I got that.
Got our Halloween going on.
Yes.
Sammy, you look more. Everybody looks great.
Yes.
Tina,
And
hello, Tina.
Panda, I did something like you, like representing Maleficent up top, and then I would wear this shirt typically to Halloween Horror Nights, even though it's not specific to Universal. But yeah,
I like it.
I like it a lot. I like it. Everyone did a great job. I didn't go with the spooky or the scary, so I went.
But you
with,
did.
I went with the
dressed up.
legends. I went
You
with
dressed up.
I told everybody I wasn't gonna dress up, and I dressed up. I did. It's pretty easy. It's a shirt and a wig, but
I just can't believe how good it matches. It matches your beard perfectly.
it's
Yes.
ironic. The wig hair is exactly the same shade of hair as my beard. You would think this is like all fake.
And it's natural.
So, but guys, we're going to talk about a lot of stuff, man. We're going to talk a little bit about the Bob Iger fallout from the interview, a ton of new merch, possibly a Star-Lord spinoff, a bunch of new experiences for the Disney 100. But first, we're going to start off with Halloween Horror Nights, Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights versus Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, and which one we like better and why and whatnot, and what parts we like of each. And let's get right over to Panda. What's your big takeaway? What's the one that sticks out most for you, and what's and why?
Okay, I do love both. I mean, I don't think that's a problem. I do love both. I will say I'm probably slightly partial to Halloween Horror Nights only because it really gets me and I have to fight my own fears with it, and I do get scared and I do get the adrenaline rush, but it's different for me. Disney, I want to see the parade and I want to see the characters, but it's not as exciting as Halloween Horror Nights. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not. But
Halloween Horror Nights is a different animal. If you're not ready for it, you're going to get scared. I mean,
for sure. Shout out Greg Gately in the house. What's up, my man?
Hey, Greg.
It's good to see you in here. Ahoy back. I remember the first time I went. Gina's spooky and scary. That's good. I remember the first time I went to Halloween Horror Nights. I went during the pandemic, so it was where they had the plastic board up, so like you could see, you knew when the jump scares were coming because they had the plastic up, so they couldn't touch you. So it took a little bit away from that, but it's still, to me, is the bigger thrill is Halloween Horror Nights. Agreed?
Yeah, agreed.
Definitely.
1,000%.
Now let's talk about Halloween. I'm not sorry, not Halloween Horror Nights. Let's talk a little bit about Mickey's Not So Scary first. What's some of the things that happens during the event that you look forward to most, Panda?
The parade. The Boo to You parade, including that stupid music that's repetitive as all heck. I enjoy it, and I do enjoy seeing what are the characters dressed up as. So when I see like Tigger dressed as Piglet or vice versa, I think that's cool. I like that stuff.
What about you down there, Morgan?
Oh, me. Yes. I'm a sucker for any show or production. So I haven't gotten to witness the Hocus Pocus recent stage show. I haven't been to Mickey Sounds Scary in quite a long time, but I'm a sucker for a good, well done stage show, and I love Halloween. And so, like Panda said, with the characters dressing up as different characters, and I always like seeing what the rare character is going to be. I feel Oogie Boogie Bash is doing that really well now, but that's a newer event. Whereas Mickey's Not So Scary, it's like, ooh, what's the rare characters we're going to see this time? I think that was the first time I ever met Maleficent was at a Halloween party, and it made my little Halloween heart so happy.
Question, and you would know probably better, Panda, from the Florida Freaks, do they still do the Headless Horseman?
Last I checked, I thought they still did. I know for COVID we had to do away with it, but I still think last year he did it.
I'll tell you who, if we don't know, I'll tell you. Perfect guy in the chat is Greg Gately's in the house, so maybe he could.
Greg will know.
Greg would definitely know. So
I think they still do.
Before I get to, actually, first let me ask you, Sammy. Sammy, what's the part that you look forward to most with Mickey's Not So Scary?
I would say the parade. I mean, just hearing the Headless Horseman going down, Main Street, it literally gives me chills. I love the parade. I also love the treats, the desserts that they have.
Thanks,
I mean, it's just the experience and being able to like run around, go trick or treating with my son. Like it's just such a nice experience. Like I love Mickey's Not So Scary.
And Ark and Greg both say yes, they do. So thank you so much, guys.
Oh, can I say one more thing that I didn't initially think about? What I love about the event, and even if I'm not attending the event, but I'm in the park that day, I love watching all of the families come in their Halloween costume. And because it's Halloween and it's a party, you can get as character accurate as you want to within certain limitations. But it is so great to see certain family costumes, and like a whole family is doing almost every single character from Peter Pan is one of them, or The Incredibles. Or I remember when Coco first came out, there was a lot of families that did almost all of the family members in Coco. And I love just sitting back. I remember being at Disneyland too, knowing when the park for the daytime guests were going to close, and then watching everybody come in a little bit early and just sitting back and just kind of watching like a little fashion show of different Halloween costumes. And that I also really do enjoy.
And the creativity that the families like, they do homemade costumes, and it's so cool because like we did, Stormtrooper costume for Aiden, and the time that it went to just do one costume, only he dressed up. I can't imagine a whole family dressing up and like being so creative. I love seeing the different costumes. So I agree with you, Morgan.
But can they pull off Bob Ross? Can they pull off Bob Ross?
No.
I saw a dad as the chef, and his little son on his shoulders was the rat from Ratatouille. It was
that's perfect.
Pulling his hair.
That's perfect.
Just whoever I end up marrying, just know that my family and our children are all going to dress up for future Halloween parties. Absolutely, hands down. I don't care if they want to dress up or not; they will.
Well, there's a couple things to look forward to too for this, and they got the Hocus Pocus Villain Spectacular, Spelltacular. They have the Disney's Not So Spooky Spectacular. That's the fireworks, I believe, right? They have the Disney Junior Jam, which is at Storybook Circus. It's a dance party that features some of some favorite friends from Disney Junior shows for young partygoers, and they also have the Mickey, as you guys said, the Booty You parade. And it seems like that's always the go-to. Now, I love the projections. They still do the projections on the castle, right?
Yes.
With all the villains and everything else.
Yes.
So that's the part that I think I liked even better than the parade. Was
that Hocus Pocus show is probably the best stage show, I might say, in front of that castle.
Ooh.
I mean, I remember the first time it went on, I thought that Bette Midler had come to the park.
Could you imagine?
It took me 5 minutes to realize, oh, that's not Bette. Because she was a Las Vegas Bette Midler impersonator that goes to that show.
Oh, really?
She was fantastic. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they hired her from Vegas.
I love the dedication. Heck
I know.
yeah.
Now,
and I think they're singing live too. Am I right?
Yes,
Obviously.
absolutely.
Oh, they do. It's not a recording.
There's like 3 characters that are recording. They're very small parts. The big main singers all live with the mic. Yeah.
Donnie and Marie on the go. I am indeed Bob Ross. I am not a chia pet. I am Bob Ross. Although I think Bob Ross was put up as a chia pet. I believe he did have his own chia pet. So
I think he did.
But I am the one and only Bob Ross. I even got my paintbrush. So
You're like, I have the paintbrush.
I have the paintbrush to prove it. I gotta all the other stuff. You know, it's funny. It comes with the beard, but I don't need the beard. I have the beard, so I didn't
have the beard.
I have the beard. So, and not to mention all the fantastic treats and stuff that they have at this thing as well. There's always, you know, they got the dessert parties, which they have 2 dessert parties. One is at Plaza Garden Viewing, another is at Tomorrowland Terrace. The Plaza Garden Viewing one is $99 for adults, $59 for kids, and the Tomorrowland Terrace one is $114 for adults, $69 for kids. I don't know quite the difference other than the location. Is that all we're paying for in this location, Panda?
I think so. Give me, what are the 2 locations? One I know is the Tomorrowland Terrace.
That's the one, and then Plaza Garden Viewing, which I'm assuming is probably right in front of the
Yeah, I would rather be under some sort of an awning in case it rains or something. But
so maybe that's why the Tomorrowland
could be.
is like that.
There's got to be something else. I think.
So dessert party is going to feature pumpkin cupcakes, chocolate covered strawberries, cheesecake mousse, pistachio white chocolate crunch bars, and more. Tickets actually go on sale today, I believe, for the dessert parties.
Oh wow!
So it's a payment inside of a payment, right? So you got to pay it to get to the actual party, but then you got to pay to get to the dessert party within that. So it's like an extra charge on top of an extra charge, which is unfortunate. But the first party, I believe, is August 11th. Has any of us ever done the dessert party?
Can we put our hands on your hair? That's what Greg wants to do.
Is that what he's saying? I'll be down there soon enough, Greg. You can put your hands in my hair all the time.
Oh boy.
So it might get stuck.
It might. I should get like a pick for this thing. Like a nice little, you know.
That'd be
but yeah.
I have never done a dessert party. I am someone who has been young and living on a budget. That is not something I can lavishly afford to do. One day I hope to be financially stable.
I don't think you're missing out too much. To me,
okay.
Unless you got to be really big on desserts, for it to be worth it. Sometimes it takes up a lot of time, I think, to wait online, get into the party, get your seat, I don't know. To me, it's not worth an extra $100 to take away from party time unless you're a huge dessert freak.
Yeah, valuable party time.
Yeah, well, and that's what I heard too. I heard from people say that's what it does is it takes away a little bit of time from all the other stuff you want to do, all the other stuff that you would get from being at the after hours event from Mickey's Not So Scary that you're missing out on because you're at the dessert party. So it's not quite the same. You know, it's not quite as good a trade off. I heard for the snacks.
And for some reason, when they have all those unlimited desserts available to you, they all start to taste the same for some reason. I don't know if it's me.
I still want to give it a try. I feel like I would like to go to it like once just to give it a try.
I think that it's a one-time experience thing, and then that's it. Like it's not something you're gonna want to do. You just want to experience it, have your own opinion.
Check that box.
But I mean, I personally would probably skip out just because there's so much other things to do at the park and the parades and the show and just being able to walk around. I think that it kind of takes away from all of that. But if I was a local, I would try it just because. Why not?
I get it. I get that. So who's now? Who of us is actually? What did he say?
She doesn't want to turn down food.
Oh, look at that!
Fair point. Well, no, because he's right. That's true. I won't turn down a snack. That's true. So I can't get mad at that. That's true. I feel like you try to drive a wedge between me and Joey D sometimes, Sammy D. Is that true?
I've been working so hard. I haven't even done anything. Okay, I think
it seems like you're always trying. It seems like that's what you're always trying to do. Hey, Molly,
for those that don't know, Joey D is Sammy's husband.
Yes, and my BFF.
The inside, he's a great guy.
He's a good dude. Yes, he is. Although he is a 49er fan, but we'll work on that. We'll get him to root for the Jets one day. Let's see what he says to that. So anyway, so who's planning on going to the Mickey's Not So Scary? Anyone in the chat that already knows that they're going? I'm curious.
Also,
thank you, Don. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So we can go to the dessert party. Yay!
Well, we could eat a cream puff. Thank you, Donna Marie.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. Never expected, but always appreciated. But so anyway, with a show of hands in the chat and as well as you guys, is anybody plan on going to Mickey's Not So Scary?
I have limited funds for one event, and it is going towards Halloween Horror Nights. But
and that's what we're gonna get at in just a moment too. But now, all right. So you're at the Mickey's Not So Scary. Are either of you guys doing the dessert party?
No.
No. Okay. So yeah. I guess if you're not like a big like Panda said, plus you miss out on so many other things. Just the other rides, everything else. So, all right. So let's talk a little bit about Halloween Horror Nights then. So. We found out a little bit more about Halloween Horror Nights. There's gonna be Stranger Things. I think that Patty should have some pictures of some of the merch that they actually are releasing. So never go alone. It looks like Vecna's gonna be there, right?
Oh my goodness, Arch!
I cannot wait for Vecna.
We have another super chat of $50.
Holy cow, Ark!
Ark is a good guy. Thank you, Ark.
Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, how did
you guys have been so amazing. So we're let's say this too. We're a new show. And so far, you guys have embraced us so much to the point where I'm in awe. We were talking about it before.
We were right before we were
only 4 episodes in, and you guys have been so special to us. We can't thank you guys enough. You know what? I want to do something. They do this in my church all the time. I want everybody. There's a lot of people in chat right now. We got about 50 something people in chat. Here's what we're gonna do. I want everyone to pick somebody that you don't know in chat and say hello to that person in chat.
Aww.
Say hi. There's a name that you don't know. Say hi to so-and-so that you don't know already. Maybe we make some new friends. Besides, now we got the show going on. People coming in every Tuesday. Let's make a nice friend group.
Reach out and touch.
There you go. So I want everybody I want to see some hellos to somebody that they don't know in the chat already.
Yes.
A little handshake. How you guys doing? So
and Jean, like we said before, I was telling everybody, like, I look forward to this show so much. It doesn't matter what kind of day I had. If it's Tuesday night, like when, we were off for 4th of July, even though we've only done 2 episodes, I was still like, I feel weird. I'm not doing anything Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. And so I love you guys and Patty in behind the scenes. I love the chat and everybody. I know a lot of you guys I haven't met yet, but I hope you guys can see how much we enjoy doing this. And
a lot of work goes into it. Gene and his brother, Patty, who's behind the scenes, a lot of work goes into it.
Patty's just here for the ride, mostly.
Patty does a great job.
He does all right, I guess.
Oh, everybody's saying so. Hi to everybody in the chat.
I love it.
It's adorable.
I love that. And that's what this is about. It's about all of us making some new friends. I love it, guys. Thank you so much for doing that and being part of this thing with us. So let's get into Halloween Horror Nights.
Stranger Things.
I feel like we're a little more excited for Halloween Horror Nights, partly probably because of it's more of that grown-up kind of vibe where you get some real thrills, some real scares. But I think we're also looking forward to some of these houses, the Last of Us house, the maybe seeing Vecna. Now, this isn't official, right? Is this one official?
This is speculation map number 3. So only if certain things have been confirmed. The rest of these are just speculation.
So what we do know is Stranger Things and Last of Us. We do know those. I got to tell you right now, if that Exorcist house is lit, and I think there's also a Chucky house, I believe.
Yes, that has been confirmed since the end of Halloween Horror Nights last year.
Yes. So if there's really going to be an Exorcist house, that's going to blow my mind because that's
one of the
scariest movies of all time.
They did Exorcist like 4 or 5 years ago, and
was it good? Because I didn't see it.
Okay, you smelled the vomit, and there was mattresses on the walls with vomit, and it was scary because after you'd go through the room with the power of Christ compels you, there would be like the devil, and I wanted to get out pretty quickly.
Wow.
That one scared me. Like, I'll be scared in Stranger Things, but not too scared. Exorcist? Yeah, I'll be really scared.
I'll be scared in Stranger Things just because something might jump out at me, right? Like, you're going to be always looking for that thing that's going to jump out at you. Exorcist, to me, is one of those movies that have scared me from forever. So just being in the house alone with that theme is going to freak me out.
And they do have jumps that they add stuff. Like
I gotta imagine, but even without the jumps, I'll be nervous the whole way through, even without it. So
yeah,
Becky, that's a no.
I agree with Becky. That's a no for me.
You wouldn't go in it, Sammy? You wouldn't go in the house?
No, you guys know how I feel. I will be ugly crying. I will be jumping on random people. I just.
So if me and Morgan wanted to go in with you, you couldn't stay in the middle and go?
I would cry. I would just ugly cry the whole time.
Okay, all right.
I'll wear a hood. You can bury your head in the hood, and we'll shuffle through. That's what we'll do.
I would have for sure. My eyes would be closed. I wouldn't even be able to tell you what I saw. maybe some earplugs, and I would just kind of walk with you guys.
So
Long Islanders.
Yeah,
I'll say this from someone who
No. Solid.
So what
wait, hold on. Sammy, you can go and just stay in the scare zones, and then we can go. That would be fun.
I don't even
we
think
can watch the show.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't even think Sammy can handle the scare zones.
I would just cry the whole.
All right,
forget it. Running up to Sammy, she would lose her mind.
Sammy, I will hold your hand. I got you. I'm tall. You can hide behind me. There will be times where I fall to the ground, and then it's fair game. But
I'll drop and roll with you.
Morgan, Morgan, if we're together and you cannot hide anyone else, because I will be behind you hiding.
Okay.
I know it sounds bad, but don't give that spot to anyone else.
Fair enough. Oh, I will say this. Last year we brought my friend's 10-year-old daughter, and she's a very brave girl. This is not recommended for 10-year-olds. But her mom asked her, "Oh, do you want to stand behind me or to stand behind Morgan?" She goes, "I want to stand behind Morgan. She's taller." And there was a few houses where like the scares got me. Like I don't mind being in the front, but my reaction is to fall to the ground. And she was holding on the back of my arms, and I took her with me. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm sorry." But I will say this, as someone who is very new to loving Halloween Horror Nights, my first time going was 30. And it is just, I have been completely obsessed. I've been enthralled in the history of it, wishing I could have gone sooner. And a former scaredy cat, the amount of detail and immersion and like we were talking, the smells and the sounds, like they don't need to go. It's already pretty scary enough, but the fact that it smells like vomit or whatever the scenario is. I remember Dead Man Winters for the Pacific Wharf house. That's Disney. Oh my gosh, my Disney Universal brain. The Fisherman Shipwreck House from last year. It was freezing, but it was beautiful, and it was snowy and eerie, and just again the incredible detail. I cannot emphasize enough to anybody who loves like movies, not even like the scary movies that they're referencing. They just do such a good immersive job. Whereas, Disney's known for being immersive in the theme parks and whatnot. Universal, they completely, if you were to spin around 360, it's beautiful, and I just cannot speak any highly of it. It's just so good. Okay, I'm done.
There's something Morgan said that I forgot to touch on. The beauty of it, sometimes, even though it's scary, like that fisherman's thing, there was a part where you saw the ship, and then you saw like another ship in the background, and the siren was up there singing with her harp, and it was snowy and cold, and you felt like you were in another world, and this was a real scene playing out. It was great.
And
guys,
even
we gotta thank. Wait, real quick. We gotta thank Linda Raymond. She just hit us with $49.99. So thank you so much. $49.99.
I love it.
Wait, Linda made a mistake because she probably wanted to do $50.01 to beat ARC. If I know her, thank you, Linda.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing.
But Panda, feeding off of what you said now. It's so immersive. And even when I remember walking up to the first time, there's 2 tent houses in the back. Looking at it from the outside, you're like, there's a house in there? It looks
what could they do?
Small. So small. You go in there and you're like, we're still walking through this? Like, I wanted to be over. You thought it was shorter, and it's so good. It's so good. And I just love it. And I love the scares. I love even what I do, and I would love to know if anybody in the chat does this. If you find out that a house is going to be based off an IP, you are enthralled in the IP, and you completely watch it, all of it. Like I got to do Last of Us and Stranger Things and catch up on all of that. I was wondering if anybody else does that too.
I bet.
And Jamie Robbins said she's gonna have to hide behind you as well, Panda. And then Tina also said she's gonna hide with Sammy.
Yes.
So maybe you guys can hang out at Mel's Diner and wait for us in Mel's Diner.
How about you guys FaceTime me while you're going through your process?
It's too dark. It's too dark for you to see.
No, but then it's like I was with you guys.
Yes. I'll be like, come on, little ducklings, let's go. All right, me, Panda, All right, signups are after the show.
The worst is if you lose the person in front of you.
That's my biggest fear, is what happens if you guys leave me and now I have to cling on to random strangers.
I have lost a friend, 2 friends in a horror house. That was very scary.
Dead Man's Pier was bonkers. Good. Smelled like the ocean, so good. So that was from Greg. I didn't get a chance to go last year. So that was one of the good houses last year. And I know someone mentioned The Weeknd before. I didn't see who it was, but I know someone mentioned.
I didn't do that one. I thought it was weird. Like I don't know the theme. I don't know The Weeknd, so.
It was based off of his music videos. And I will say it wasn't as scary of a house. It was a very fun house. Like I'm dancing through it, but there's like creepy creatures that I'm assuming were in his music videos. I should have deep dived and watched all the videos, but I had other things to do. But it was very well done, and it was like plastic surgery and like distorted faces and stuff. It was very well done, and I hope that they continue to have a musical influence for a house each year, not only just movies and original ideas. So.
You know, and Joey says we do still have to do HHN, Joey. We're gonna have to do that. We'll leave Sammy at home, or she can hang out in the diner. But that's
you can just leave me at Mickey's Not So Scary by myself.
Yeah, you can go hang out at the dessert party. Florida Freak says, do you remember the old Psycho house up on the hill way back in the Universal days? I don't remember that. How long ago was that?
It was a while ago, but it was there.
It was right in the beginning of these. Was it right in the beginning of when they started doing Halloween Horror Nights?
I think so. Wasn't there also a movie with the birds, Al?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
I remember they used to have the attraction
3D
the birds. Didn't they used to have the birds attraction there?
I thought it was a 3D film.
Bugs
It was really good. Oh, the Bugs.
Bugs. That was the one. That was a couple of years ago. That was one of the years.
No, that was last year.
Oh, did they have
Was
it
it last
last
year?
year? I feel like it was a couple.
Yeah,
years
and it
ago.
was like 50s, like the 1950s, where the housewife Donna Reed had the spray can for the bugs, and it was pretty cool.
It's like this new fumigated system, da 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 da, and then the bugs get bigger. We're like, is that real or a fake?
So here's what we're gonna do, because we do have to take a break. So before we get to a break, let's go around the horn, and I want to see chat. What would you rather do? Mickey's Not So Scary or Halloween Horror Nights? Panda, what would you rather do? If you only could do one, and it's in chat. If you can only do one, which is the one that you would rather do? Halloween Horror Nights.
I'm gonna go.
Not So Scary.
I'm gonna go with Halloween Horror Nights, also because I feel like the Christmas party I can say is my party, so I don't have to. I can skip Not So Scary if I had only one choice.
Morgan.
Halloween Horror Nights, hands down.
Halloween Horror Nights. Sammy.
You guys already know.
We know.
Mickey's Not So Scary. I gotta be honest. It would be a hard one for me to pick because I've done both and I've enjoyed both. I think if I'm going with, see, my kids aren't little anymore, so I remember the days of when I would take my kids when they were little to the Mickey's Not So Scary and they do the trick or treating. If I could do that event like that with little ones, I think I'd rather be there just because that was such a great time, you know, when my kids were little. But now that they're grown, I would love to do Halloween Horror Nights with them. I think I go Halloween Horror Nights.
Now you got me feeling bad for my nieces and nephews because I picked Halloween Horror Nights.
Well, maybe we should feel bad.
Okay, one quick question though.
Yes.
Halloween Horror Nights, Mickey's Not So Scary, and Oogie Boogie Bash. How would you rank those?
See, I've never done Oogie Boogie Bash. So.
I've never done Oogie Bash.
Well, that is okay. Well, from what you guys have seen, it's a totally different vibe than
I
Not
like
So
Oogie
Scary.
Boogie.
Yes.
When they did the villains soiree cafe and the villains came out singing, do you remember that? And what about the guy from Coco was there?
Oh, Ernesto de la Cruz. Well, wait, Sammy, you say his name.
Ernesto de la Cruz. De la Cruz.
Sammy will say it the best.
Sammy, did you see him as a character in Disneyland?
I did see. I saw on someone's TikTok, and he looked amazing.
They plucked him out of the movie. But if I were to rank them, and I have been to all three, I would rank Halloween Horror Nights first, then Oogie Boogie, then Mickey's Not So Scary for me personally. What about y'all? Even though you haven't been.
Not So Scary. The chat looks like they're going mostly Mickey's Not So Scary.
Yeah.
It's close, but
we got a big Disney audience here.
Okay, you see, I won't be alone, guys. I'll just be with the chat. Don't worry.
And let's see, Brian Nussbaum, Simba 2 is in the house, Murph is in the house, R&R Disney fans is in the house. So yeah, it looks like there's a lot for Mickey's Not So Scary. Greg, we'd also do Mickey's Not So Scary as well. So I thought Rocker or Greg, man, I thought you'd be all over Halloween Horror Nights.
I know,
you're a Disney guy, but I thought that would be for that event. I thought you would pick Halloween Horror Nights, Greg.
Well, he did say he would have some drinks to then go to Halloween.
That's a good point. But then that's just it. Go grab yourself a drink. Go have some fun in the houses. But
see, the problem is if you're a person who drinks and gets sleepy like me,
yes, me too.
The purpose. So if I have a drink, I'm going to bed. I'll just pass out.
Sammy, I don't drink for that reason. It puts me to sleep. I don't know. Everybody's having fun, and I'm like,
drinks, and I can be out, like done.
When I drink at Halloween Horror Nights, my reactions to scares are delayed. It's like boo, and I'm like, Ah, it's like
So
delayed.
Florida.
I did tell you all that I curse, right? I'm sorry, Gene. If we got to get to a break, tell me.
No,
I do have to give you.
Go first.
I curse, and I don't know why. It's an autonomous thing. It's how I deal with the fright. When they get me like really good, I just curse them, and I don't do it like evil nasty, but I'll laugh and say something bad.
Yeah.
And if somebody filmed me at that time, they'd be like, "Wow, that's not this panda guy that I know. That's
It's a different person than."
Yeah, Morgan will laugh her butt off when she gets out.
Well, if we can, I know we can't record in the houses, but we'll record the audio.
There you go. So Florida Freaks is not so scary, makes better videos to be honest. So that could be a good point for some people want to go to be able to capture the moment. Francine Watchman says she'll go with Panda anytime.
I gotta take her this year.
Tina says, John, you're Italian, so it's how we roll. There you go. There you go. Hello, Amanda and family.
What are you coming to me like that for? You're coming to me like this.
So guys, we got to take a quick break. We're actually going to do a read. So pull up Mickey Monthly, Pat. All right, guys, Mickey Monthly, the best Disney subscription box in the biz. There's a lot of others, but Mickey Monthly is cream of the crop, top of the top, and they have an amazing selection to choose from. The original box includes a mix of licensed and branded items and starts at $19 a month. The snack box is filled with snacks from the parks, and that starts at $29.99 per month. They also have the Loungefly box, which is a new Loungefly every month. It starts at $80 per month, and that's free shipping and handling. They have a shirt box, which is a new T-shirt every month, and that starts at $25 per month. They have a pin box, and that's new pins every month, and you can choose from 1, 2, or 3 pins per box, and that starts at $13.95 per month, and that also ships free. And they also have, which is my favorite box, their theme park experience box. It's their premium box, and it's only genuine Disney park products and starts at $49.99 plus shipping and handling. So, guys, go check out Mickey Monthly. Go to their website, www.mickeymonthly.com for more information, and sign up code using XmasJuly23 at save 30%. Guys, if you use XmasJuly23, you will save 30% on your box. That's a pretty good saving. So make sure you use that code XmasJuly23 and save 30%. Go check them out. Thank you very much, guys, for being part of our show.
I love that idea of different styles of boxes. There's people that are more pins or like Sammy D, Loungefly, and I think that's brilliant. So it kind of even niches down. That's great.
I love it too. They do a great job over there. And guys, also stick around because we have a commercial that's going to be coming up in a few minutes, and it's going to be for our sponsor, Happiness Collection. And today is the day we do a $100 giveaway for Happiness Collection. So we're going to have a trivia question. You answer We'll let you know how to win, but you're going to answer the trivia question correctly, and you can win a $100 gift card to Happiness Collection, which does fantastic work. I love a lot of that stuff as well. So stick around for that, guys. All right, so let's get into our next thing. Let's talk a little Bob Iger interview fallout. Did you guys check out this interview with Bob Iger?
Yeah.
What was our take on this? There's some good, some bad, some ugly that came out of it. He's got the extension through 2026 now. There he is. There's that beautiful man, Bob Iger.
I just happen to like him. I feel like he's going to right the ship. I haven't seen too much of it yet, but I feel like he's gonna. I feel bad about the whole strike thing and how technically, if you look at his salary and he's saying there's not enough money, stop that because it makes you look bad. When you make $70,000 a day and somebody else makes $60 a year, and you're saying you can't find money.
Well, here's the thing: 87% of actors make less than it will cost them to get their insurance. I think it's like $20-something thousand. 87% of the actors make $20-something thousand a year.
Yeah, we think because somebody's in a role that they made a ton of money. Not all of them are making a ton of money. Especially the first season of a series, they're not making a ton.
This strike is not about the Brad Pitts or the Angelina Jolies or the Leonardo DiCaprios or the Robert De Niro's. These are about the actors that don't get the big paychecks. This is for them. And I'll tell you what. I think it's a nice thing not the nice thing. It's what they have to do, I guess. But it's nice to see that some of these people that don't have to worry about it are sticking to it too. And they're not going to the premieres, and they're not going to. They're shutting down stuff that's filming right now. They're getting shut down, and these are actors that don't need to worry about it, but they're doing it for the smaller actors in these movies, and I find that tremendous.
Did you hear the AI component where they can take you as an actor?
Yes.
They want to be able to film you here and then do whatever they want with that. So you could be in movies for the next 10 years, not making a dollar because they they did AI stuff with
and I don't
your
even get the
image.
credit. I don't even think you get the credit, like the IMDb credit. I don't even think you get. So
yeah,
what he said was, this is where I went bad, good, bad, and ugly. This was the ugly part to me. What was it that he said? I don't have it in front of me now. But basically, he was saying that it was disturbing to see what these actors wanted, what the actors wanted. Disturbing. I don't think they're really asking for anything that's really unfair, especially when you make millions of dollars a year. I mean, he's probably what does Bob Iger make? I don't want to put a number on that, but it's got to be at least.
I think it's 150 million, something like that.
So there you go. And he just signed an extension. And he said that, and he did the interview. He did the interview when he was supposedly at like this retreat with other billionaires that he flew on a private jet to. Like, don't comment on don't go in other people's pockets, man. You can't. And I'm not saying he can't have that stance. He's got to have that stance. He's the other side of the table. I get it. But you can't say those things that you're saying, especially when there's a lot of people that are hungry right now that need a paycheck. That's just the ones that are on strike right now. To be so kind of callous. And again, I was happy to see him come back. I think he's going to do good for Disney going forward. I just thought this was a bad call on what he had to say and how he worded it. So hopefully Sammy will be back. I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
I agree. Sammy will come back.
Hey, Lauren and Mark, King of Miami.
Yeah, everything that I think it comes down to creative people aren't getting paid what they deserve. People don't understand the impact because it's not necessarily a direct correlation. I have struggled with that as a marketing person, trying to get paid a decent amount with my experience and my background and all this stuff. And this has nothing to do with anything I'm doing fun in Disney and whatnot. And it's just a crazy thing. And like branding, for example, the Barbie movie just posted a billboard of just pink and July 21st on it in the Barbie font. Looking at that, everybody knows it's Barbie. So, and this is a little off topic and stuff, but I think that people that are creative, whether it be writers or actors, are not getting paid what they deserve. And again, like we're saying, they're not asking for anything crazy. I don't know all of the intricacies of everything, but it's a struggle across the creative board because it's not backed. It's not an immediate return on investment, I guess you could say.
Yeah, they got to stand firm now and do what they have to do now, because it's only going to get worse. So hopefully.
I agree. And again, I hope people understand, because I could see if you don't really think nothing too much of it, you say, oh, why should we really care? Actors make tons of money. It's not about those actors. It's about all the ones that are on the lower end of it that don't make money. So that's, I hope people understand that there's a vast majority of actors that don't make that kind of money. So I'm hoping that people understand that.
Do you know what's even strange? If you look at some of the most popular movies, you'll look at the author that wrote the original book, and they got paid like $10,000 to make that $1 billion movie, because at the time they were nobody. Even Stephen King, I think, sold some of those, The Shining and maybe it was Carrie, for like $10,000. So
yeah.
And
it wouldn't have happened without that original person. And I'm currently listening to I'm Glad My Mother Died by Jeanette McCurdy, who was on Nickelodeon and stuff. And just the amount of yes, these actors that are booking these roles, they book the roles, but there's a lot of pre-work that they had to do and auditions they had to go to. So it is a long process. And I think if you actually make that cut, you should get paid what you deserve. So
I agree. So he did say some other stuff. This is where I say this part. This is one of the things that I thought made sense. As much as I don't know if I want to see it, but it does make sense, because I've even been victim of it, where I realized I'm not into as much as I used to be. They're talking about hey, Sammy's back. They're talking about slowing down on Star Wars and Marvel, like trying to pump the brakes on that a little bit. I agree with that. Now, as much as I wouldn't want to see it, but then here's what at first I was like, oh, I don't want to see him stop making stuff. But then I realized, wait a second. Secret Invasion has been on, and I haven't really even cared enough to watch it.
There's two.
It might be great,
right?
I'm just I haven't had a chance, and I just have no really I'm not itching at to get to the TV to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see the quality of shows go down. So I'm much more into make less, keep up the quality, fine. Don't they flood the market sometimes with all these stories and things. I'm kind of I'm numb from Marvel lately.
I am too, and it's a shame, because it's such a great it's such a great thing that they have there, what they're doing with the MCU, and for it to kind of
after Wanda, I feel
it just watered down, man. So if they pump the brakes on it a little bit, start bringing stuff out a little bit more at regular speed, what we're used to, I think you'll see it kind of take its course and go right back up to where we were with it originally.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree, and I hope they do a season 2. I loved the production. I loved how they did everything, and I hope they continue making Loki series. I loved Loki series. Yes. I thought it was great.
I think you're going to see like that next phase, like that next grouping for maybe over the next course of the next year, and then I think that's when you'll see them kind of pump the brakes. Plus, I mean, let's face it. A lot of stuff's not getting filmed right now anyway, so they're going to have the chance to be able to hold off on stuff because nothing's going to get filmed probably for a few months at minimum. So
whether by choice or not, it's going to be have to wait. And I'm a huge Marvel fan, and I got into it right before Endgame came out. That was my homework to catch up on all of it, and I was so excited for all the new Marvel content, obviously. But then it just Panda, you were saying, like, it just kind of got oversaturated, and the quality was lacking, and it was quantity versus quality because they're like, it's making a lot of money right now, but then quality fades. And if I'm with my superheroes that I know and I love, I want to just get all in there and just everything. So I just want to spend that time with them, quality time with my characters, not just rush through a storyline to crank out another season. Like, I want to go in depth and deep dive with them. So I'm very glad that they're doing that, and they're realizing what they've been doing and making adjustments.
I agree. And then the other thing too is he touched on was about the attendance being down. He's blaming it on the heat. But I think, if I remember correctly, and I think I saw it somewhere, that Florida in general is down like 6 to 7% tourism. So it's not just Disney. Everyone's
no, it's universal too.
Yeah. So and it's the beaches and everything else. They're not really getting the same the attendance that they normally would. I think it said statewide it's down 6 to 7%. So we can't really blame him for anything for that. I know a lot of people might try to do that, but we can't blame him for that. So before we get on to the next thing, we're gonna play a commercial for one of our sponsors, Happiness Collection. And guys, this is where you're gonna get a chance to win a $100 gift card to Happiness Collection. So Patty, play our commercial for Happiness Collection so you can see some of the stuff that they have, and then we'll do our trivia questions to see if you guys win a $100 gift card.
Happiness is addictive. Passionate about spreading laughter and creating smiles worldwide. Happiness is addictive. Brings our global community together through humor, optimism, cheer, hopefulness, and merriment. Happiness is addictive. Happiness is addictive.
All right, guys, if you want to win a $100 gift card, listen up right now. I'm about to read a trivia question. The first person to get the correct answer in chat, the first person. So, guys, Panda, Morgan, Sammy D, Patty, make sure we pay attention. And we see it's the first person that gets the correct answer in chat gets to win this gift prize, $100 gift card to Happiness Collection. You guys ready?
Ready.
All right. What year did Epcot open to the public? What year did Epcot open up? First correct answer we see.
We're all watching.
We're like,
what is the year?
Whoa!
Epcot
Come on,
opened
Al.
up? Is nobody answering?
Al's wife
Nope,
needs
they're coming in.
stuff.
There we go.
Are they? I don't see anything.
Tina got it.
Oh, all right. So wait, who's
Tina.
the first? Tina got it. Tina, congratulations.
Yeah, Tina.
Tina wins a $100 gift card. She was the first one to get it. Thank you so much, Tina. Dante Santone, 73, way off, but you know what? If you add 9 more years, you would have been correct. It's 1982. King of Miami, you were close. A lot of people had the right answer. Than just Tina, guys. Tina beat you to the punch, man. So Tina, you.
I love she goes, oh wait, our mod's allowed to play.
Our mod's allowed to play.
Yeah, we didn't tell as long as we didn't. We never told anybody.
Yeah, nobody did. I literally made up the question literally 5 seconds before we went on the air, so that nobody knew about it. So yeah, Tina, you know what? You're just not allowed to win twice. So next week you can play, or in 3 weeks when we do this again, you can play. You won't be able to win it. So we keep that list. So only everybody can win it. Everyone gets a fair share to win it multiple, once at least. So all right. So congratulations, Tina. We'll get it here. I'll get you the information for that after the show, probably sometime this week. All right. So let's get on to what we have next. New Disney 100 experiences coming to Epcot this September. Did you guys,
experiences?
there's gonna be some stuff. They got the platinum Mickey sculpture. There we go, right there.
Oh wow!
And they're gonna have a Spaceship Earth is gonna have a night spec. So it's gonna have each night's gonna have special colors and do a different rendition of When You Wish Upon a Star. They're also gonna have limited time. There's the purple metallic Mickey balloon popcorn bucket. Who doesn't love a popcorn bucket? Come on, guys.
I like a unique popcorn bucket, not just the same shape with a different paint job.
Okay, wait, I gotta say, Greg, can I just read Greg's answer? Greg goes, "It's still not fully open with all the walls." It's Greg, love you, Greg.
That's funny.
No, listen. I think they could have done more for the 100. Just come on.
I could have done more for the 50th
this
too.
Is only in September. There might be more stuff. This is just for September. That purple metallic Mickey balloon popcorn bucket looks pretty cool. I know Greg has like 1 million of those popcorn buckets, the balloon ones. So I'm sure he's gonna want this one as well. And they're also got limited time food and beverage. So
if I knew that they were gonna come out with those popcorn buckets, the Mickey shaped balloon ones in multiple different colors, I would have slowly started collecting them and like building a wall of them looking like balloons.
I thought about that.
Somebody else told me the same. I heard somebody else saying the same thing, that that they knew that there would be that many to collect, where it would be a collection. You just miss one, you don't think none of it. Now you realize, oh wait, it's a whole collection where there's all these different colors. Greg, how many? Real quick, Greg, how many do you have? I know you have a bunch of them. How many do you have of the Mickey balloon ones?
Oh God, Greg
he's got a bunch. He's
probably
got
has like 8.
I've seen the display.
Not seen my display?
I've seen the display. I'm just curious how many there is there. But all right, so that's one cool thing. So at least I know Greg's at least looking forward to that. That we can at least say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get it. The sculpture, it's okay. They're all for
22.
I didn't even realize that they have 22 colors out.
Maybe he may have doubled up. He may have doubled up, but he's got 22 of them. God bless. God bless. All right, guys. Mirrors and Sunshine merger. We heard. Pull up the thing, Patty. There we go. Mirrors Connect and Sunshine Flyer merging transportation services. Sammy, I know you never did Magical Express, right? Have you ever did it?
No, we usually just drive. So I have never experienced that, like going from the airport to. But we did start riding the bus to the parks these last 2 trips that we've gone, and it was our first time, and we actually think it's pretty cool.
Well, that bus is, I know what you're saying, but those buses are a little different. When you used to take the Magical Express, they used to have this video that they would play. Do you guys remember the Magical Express? They had the video that they played. It was an experience all onto itself. Like, you got off the plane, and then your vacation started already. Like, once you got off the plane, because you went on that Magical Express, it's almost like you were already in Disney. Patty's about to.
It was like Cinderella going to the ball, leading up to.
Experienced it. Maybe one day I will. I have it. We usually just drive. It's only 3 hours, so we usually just. Do we know what pricing is going to be like for this? Is it going to change?
I didn't hear.
I haven't seen anything with pricing. I know it's but it's official. Like it's a definitive thing. They're official. It's going to be a 24/7 service. Mirrors Connect. It's gonna. I believe the new name of the company is going to be Mirrors Connect, driven by Sunshine. Greg says he's got Disneyland ones. That's why. That's how it adds up. So for the balloons, the Mickey balloons. So I don't know what the pricing is going to be like. If it's going to be a better deal than it was before, is it going to be? It sounds like the experience is going to be more of a Disney experience, though. So, all right, pull up the next one, Patty. All right, what do we got next? We got new Disney Parks Hallmark ornaments released. Let's take a look at them.
Oh, I'm sorry. When you say the word Hallmark.
I can't stop coughing.
Too soon. Too fresh.
Now, Panda
they've assaulted me. Hallmark assaulted me this week.
You really wanted one. It was the Haunted Mansion tree topper, correct?
But it's sold out so quick, and it's already on Macari for like $500. You're like, what?
They do say more is coming, and I have to tell you, some guy from Tim, very nice guy from Facebook, found me one. He's like in Illinois.
Oh, so you're gonna get it?
I'm gonna wind up getting it. Yeah.
There you go.
How sweet.
But I don't need to get it as far as the assault on my wallet, but I need it.
Yes.
I get it.
I think I am going to get it.
See, those look like they'd be fine.
Sammy, you have to.
I think I am going to get it once second rounds of shipments that they start putting it back up. I just will not. I refuse to pay eBay prices or Macari. I mean, it's just
crazy.
What is it going for, Macari?
Anywhere from $300 to $500.
It's crazy.
Wow.
This pumpkin is actually awesome. I've got it, and it glows and does different colors
Very
and
cool.
different. It's pretty cool.
It's really
So I don't put ornaments on a tree. I put them on like shelves and stuff, so we can press the button. I only buy like the magical ones that do crazy things. So my ornaments
Oh,
are like
look at
out
her.
to press.
Like
Right? She looks
her.
good.
My only thing with most Disney ornaments, I find they're just so heavy for a tree.
they
Yeah.
are super heavy. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like I don't know who does a real tree. We always do a real tree, so you can't
Forget it.
The branches aren't strong enough because they're not real tree branches are just not strong enough to hold it. They're too heavy.
And if the Haunted Mansion or Madame Leota falls for $50, I'm going to be very upset.
Yeah.
Oh,
You'd
wow.
want to try.
Dr. Bunsen Honeydew gained some weight.
He's
Oh.
looking a little portly. That's all those Christmas treats.
Yes.
But I do agree that for some reason the
That's a
Disney
cute one. I
ornaments
like
are
that
heavy.
right there.
I'm
With,
sorry, Sammy.
Mrs. Potts.
No.
Go ahead, Sammy.
Oh, I know I said that the ornaments are really heavy. Last year I did a Nightmare Before Christmas tree, and the ornaments that we were getting were so heavy. We ended up returning everything, and just Joey ended up 3D printing ornaments, and we just kind of did that.
Are
you
y'all
guys
opening
gonna-
a Christmas
you
shop?
You guys should open a Christmas shop.
I don't know.
man.
He did 3D print this for me because I was like, I need my pumpkin.
So you got
That
the
pumpkin is awesome.
And you
That
can
you
put,
should
like, a
sell,
little
Sammy.
little tea tree to light.
Tea light. Yeah. Okay, I want a pumpkin. Tell Joey I'm going to buy a pumpkin.
And
For
we
real.
did. Listen, we
Baby Moana.
Oh, very cute.
That's adorable. I did not see that one.
Yeah. I like this
Baby
one here with
Hercules
Mickey with
and
the
Baby
tree.
Moana.
The tree, Mickey's tree farm. I like that one there.
I
That'd be
bet
cute on,
Donna
like, a
Marie are
vintage
getting.
tree.
I could see Donna Marie buying that Mickey Tree Farm one.
I like that one. I like that one. To me, it's first of all, it's probably so far it's the only Christmas one we've
oh
seen.
the Chippendale. I love that one.
Little
That's cute, too.
faces.
I feel like that would be one of the ones that's heavy though.
They all look heavy, honestly. Oh, well, you know what? Hallmark is not too bad on like the weight of the ornaments are not too
No?
bad.
It's only
Yeah.
the ones that have the batteries and you press the button and they do things that you
Mhm.
got to worry about.
Yeah.
I think
So,
like you, Sammy, like you're
wait.
saying, the ones that they sell at
Hold
the
on, Patty.
parks, they are heavy,
Yeah.
but
The
they're
Disney ones that are official, like from Disney, not the Hallmark ones. The Hallmark ones are not too bad,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
the Disney ones, they are.
Here's my question, Patty. Go back up a little bit. I want to just here's the one where all right, Mickey looks like probably like Christmas cookies or something, right? Couldn't they give him like Christmas colors?
That
Like,
is
couldn't
true.
his hat and his apron could have like some type of like maybe the hat or the apron could have like a Christmas tree painted on it.
All right, Karen, we'll write to Hallmark.
I'm just saying, like
Maybe,
it's a
like-
Christmas ornament. Like make it Christmassy. Like that's
Or-
what it would be for it.
It's not very
cool.
give it
Christmassy.
to a friend who's a baker, and like you know how they have like a Christmas ornament of like Mickey playing
That's-
soccer or Mickey being
Perfect.
a fireman. Like they're not necessarily Christmas themed. Maybe
Perfect,
that's what
but
they're
you could
going.
put Christmas
This
colors
is
on it.
adorable.
That's
Oh,
it, like that
that's
right there. They
so
added a
cute.
Christmas hat to they added a Santa hat to Piglet.
Mm,
Right there is
that's
exactly what I'm talking
cute.
about.
Okay.
It's you only need to add a little small little thing. I think that might be my favorite one I've seen so
That
far.
one is
Oh, see,
really
and look, wait, press the button. It says on that one, just scroll or drop back. Yeah, press the button to hear a fun version of We Wish You a Merry Christmas. I like the ones that do something.
I think a lot of
Mm-hmm.
these do stuff like that. The ones
Yeah,
that-
this one I have. I mean, I didn't get it yet, but
this is
ordered
cool
it.
too.
I like that.
Ooh, that one's cute. It looks heavy, but it,
Yeah.
It is.
cute.
Very cool.
Oh, she's
Very
so
cool.
sassy.
Very.
Mhm.
Is that which
You mean
one?
Turning Red?
Turning red. Okay.
Yeah.
This is brilliant. Why haven't they done that sooner?
Oh, I bet you he goes up and down and goes, ooh.
That would be.
That would be
Does it
really
say
cool.
battery operated ornament plays.
Yeah, because
audio
look,
from
see the
first-
string on him?
Yeah. I have
And
been
there's-
chosen.
Yeah. Yes, that's probably what he says. Did
love
you
it.
see the Star Wars one where Han Solo goes down and he comes back up frozen in carbonite?
No.
No.
Yeah. It's probably 100
That's pretty
bucks, that
cool.
one.
That one's cute.
Is that one of the new ones this year?
Yeah,
Okay. I like this one.
That's
You put a little
big.
Picture in it.
that's cute. Could put your Bob Ross picture in there.
I could. Yeah,
I
my
was just thinking
paintings.
What is that?
Ooh, that's a door. Is it not?
Oh, that's from
Oh,
Oh, it's from the
Bruno's
casita in
door.
Epcot.
Yeah.
And
we
it
don't
plays We
know.
Don't Talk About Bruno.
See, but that's not a Christmas song. It's got to be a Christmas carol. I'm sorry.
No, it
No.
doesn't.
Listen, I get it. It's a Colombian-based movie. It's a movie that takes place in Colombia. It could be like a Colombian Christmas carol.
No, the
It does
Haunted Mansion
not-
ornaments
no.
don't make Christmas sound.
Mm-mm. See,
Yeah,
I
That's
have
cute.
like a princess tree, and I specifically like the Disney Parks sketchbook ones. The artist that does them does a phenomenal job, and I'm very hand selective of which ones I like. But I have done princess ornaments, and none of them are dressed in Christmas stuff, but I like the characters, and I have a dedicated princess tree.
Has anyone in chat seen? Well, so far out of the ones that we've been through so far, chat, which is the one that you like the most? Did you see one that you like the most? I'm curious to see what
I need
who might have gotten the
alien.
most votes. That is a pretty good one.
It
I
is
still
cool.
I like the
Ooh.
snowman and Winnie the Pooh, but I also that one's my favorite, and I think the Mickey driving the truck with the Christmas tree in it.
Mm-hmm.
That one is
So-
really cute. Ooh.
Ooh, I didn't see this one.
Now we're getting that one's really cute.
Who is that? Oogie Boogie?
Yeah.
Put a Santa hat on him. Come on, man.
He does not need a Santa hat. Let the Halloween be Halloween. I know they're trying to be Christmas, but the whole movie's about them trying to be Christmas.
I love that Halloween and Christmas kind of intersect with Hallmark.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so I bought this last year. It's pretty freaking cool.
This wreath?
Really?
Yeah, you press the button on him and it hangs up. It's big. It's a big wreath. And he's got he's rubber, but they have like things that push so his eyes open and his eyebrows go up and his mouth stretches. It's pretty cool.
Please bring that on the show around
I will.
Christmas time. We need to see this.
I will. It's pretty cool.
All right. Well, as you guys can see, Hallmark has a lot of really, really cool ones. Movie Mania Nick says he needs the director Mickey one, and also Movie Mania Nick, Go Jets. So that's a pretty cool one right there too.
Aww.
That one is really cute.
So but
Ooh, I like that one.
that's you got a lot of these, Patty. You got a lot.
Okay,
that
wait, this one?
That's pretty cool.
I haven't got this yet. This one plays the Baroque hoedown, dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Stop.
It's been sold out everywhere. That one. Oh my
There's
god.
the tree topper.
I want it.
With the remote control that looks like the Haunted Mansion.
Now this one's pretty cool.
That
Yeah.
one is really cool.
But that's
They all
Halloween
hook up.
decoration, right?
They all hook up together.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Okay, so you hook the mansion, gets hooked up to this coffin, gets hooked up to Victor Geist here, and gets hooked up to Madame Leota. There's 3 other ornaments or 4 coming out next year. And after the house plays its thing, it goes to Leota, then it goes to the coffin, then it goes to, and they all do the
Well,
entire Haunted
I need it
Mansion.
all.
I know.
Well, take
That's why
my
I say
money.
they assaulted me.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's get on. Let's do. What do we have next, Patty? All right. Disney surprises Haunted Mansion cast members with Haunted Mansion movie premiere invites. I wonder why. Because the stars are actually boycotting it. But you know what? Good for these guys. These guys,
Good for them.
they work there. It's different for them. I get if like they're saying a lot of these Disney influencers and stuff shouldn't go. I agree with that. But if you work there, you're part of Disney. You're part of management at that point. I don't think there's anything wrong with them going. Just go enjoy yourselves. Take that perk. I don't know how many they invited. Basically, people from every single park. So I don't know how many from each park got to go. Do we know? Does anybody know the number on that? But it was a handful from each, from what I heard. So, but they're gonna get to go to the premiere. I believe it's gonna be at Disneyland, right? At Hyperion.
I think
Theater.
they had it. They had it.
All right,
already.
all right. So, but it was at Hyperion Theater in Disneyland,
Yeah.
right? So,
By the way, the movie's looking really good to me, and the
yeah,
the voices after the movie. I can't even talk. The voices, the opinions were pretty good.
10 in total. I think okay, cool.
Oh, 10, good.
I'll tell you what too, and for anyone saying I don't know if I want to go see movies right now because of the strike, hey, that your support of the actors is amazing, but also know this: people at the movie theaters got to make money too. So don't take it out on the movie theaters. Support your local movie theater. So, especially if you know a mom and pop movie theater. You don't have to go see a big IMAX. Sometimes you can go see these little these local mom and pop ones. So go support your theater at least. You don't have to worry about that. That's a fair game, I believe. So.
I just want to do quick. Has anybody here seen Elementals?
No.
Not.
I heard it was really good.
I saw it on Saturday and I went into it. My cousin wanted to go and I'm like, let's go see it. She likes Disney too. It was so much better than I expected. And
That's
I would
what I
love to
heard.
know if anybody else saw it. Because when it comes on Disney Plus, make it a priority to see it. Not a wait till Disney Plus. It's like, no. Like if you don't want to go to theaters, wait till highly recommend. Much better than I thought it was going to be. So
I heard that from everybody.
I've heard that as well. That that it got a little bit. It didn't do well in the theaters, but everyone that's seen it saying it's a good film. So
yes. I don't think the marketing did it justice. I think that's really what it comes down to. So,
and I think no one's really. I don't know if theaters are fully back yet. We're so spoiled being able to just see it on Disney Plus. I think that that's part of it. All right, what's up next, Patty? Deadpool 3 haunted due to the SAG-AFTRA strike. It looks like Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, Jennifer Garner, who was reprising her role, and even Morena Baccarin was going to be back in the series. All left where they were filming, and that's going to be on hold. So originally they were saying it was supposed to come out in May of 2024 because they actually moved it up. Originally it was supposed to come out in like September of 24, and then they moved it up to May. Now who knows? It's going to probably get pushed back to whenever. Anyway, are you guys looking forward to seeing this one? As long as they keep it the way it's supposed to.
Yes.
So hopefully they get it back to.
I need to see part 2 because I haven't seen part 2. I only saw the first one, so I need to see part 2s before I go to see part 3. But I'm excited. I like that movie.
Deadpool is definitely your grown-up version of Marvel. But
yes,
it's really
and
good.
And if they ever veered away from that, I think there would be a huge uproar because that is the one superhero that is allowed to do that. So let him do that.
Exactly, 100%. All right, here we go. Star-Lord. This is what I'm looking forward to more than anything. And who knows? I'm going to have to wait for this. Star-Lord could be getting his own spin-off. Panda, what are your thoughts on this one?
So I'm just hearing this now on this show for the first time. So I'm excited. I would love that. I didn't even know that was a possibility.
That is a possibility. They've talked about it. It's James Gunn and Chris Pratt have talked about it in the past, and they both agreed that they would love to have a video of a film of him where him back on Earth trying to readapt to being back on Earth like a fish out of water instead of him. Most people try to adapt to the alien planets that went in Marvel. He's going the opposite way, and it's about trying to readapt and whatnot. So what about you?
I'd be into that.
So you're saying that this would take place after the last movie?
Well, I don't know. Who knows when they could do it? It would make sense if it took place after.
Okay. I mean,
So
I'm excited.
I don't want to give away any of the for who hasn't seen Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I don't want to give away how it ends. So it would probably take place after that, though.
I'd be excited. I like him. I think not only is he good looking, I like him as an
Chris
actor.
Pratt good looking.
I think he's good looking.
Yeah,
charm. He's
he's handsome, very handsome.
I gotta be honest, he's pretty gross.
You're a straight guy, Gene. You can't think he's good looking.
He's pretty fugly. Even though
he has
savoir faire.
a certain je ne sais quoi.
Yeah. He's got a more approachable handsomeness to him, whereas like Chris Evans and Chris Evans, he's like you'd be almost gorgeous. Gorgeous. Thor, like
what about Mark Ruffalo? To me, he's the best looking guy in Marvel. Mark Ruffalo.
Maybe in his younger days.
I would be really good friends with him. I'll just say it that way.
You're friend zoning Mark Ruffalo? Morgan, you're friend zoning Mark Ruffalo.
I think I'm probably taller than him too. So that's
he short? I didn't know that. All right.
Well, I'm 5'10", so I don't know how tall he is. But in comparison to other Marvel superheroes, he is on the short end. Can I kind of say an unpopular opinion? And I'm just like Panda, I'm finding this out on the show. I am still mad at Star-Lord for what he did in Endgame. I think, like, out of all of the Marvel characters, if he didn't let his ego get the best of him, he could have killed Thanos, and a lot of things could have been avoided. Gamora would have been saved. Or I can't remember what point in that. I have to rewatch it, but I'm excited. I think this is going to be a great spin-off show. But like, I'm still a little butthurt about the whole what happened in Endgame. So
yeah, you watch that, and every time you watch Endgame, you're like, but maybe he won't do it this time.
Yeah. You're like, maybe he'll learn. No, dang it.
It's like watching Titanic.
Infinity Wars when he does that, I believe, actually, right?
It's like Titanic. Maybe the ship won't sink this time.
Yeah.
Right. Well, no, in Endgame, because he got Star-Lord got blipped. So he wasn't in oh, I'm so sorry. Infinity War. Yes.
Yeah, it was Infinity
War.
That's
he
what
got blipped.
Because there is an Endgame. But the thing about that, if he doesn't do that, Morgan, then we wouldn't have an Endgame. Because of Star-Lord's antics, we have Endgame.
True, but
touche.
Still.
All
right, next one, Patty. All right, new restaurant for Japan Pavilion in Epcot. Are you guys excited about this? Shiki Sai It's a sushi joint. It's gonna be right next to Tepanito or Tepanado, however you want to pronounce it.
Tepanito.
How do you pronounce it, John?
I say Tepanito.
Because some people say, I used to say that too, and then someone corrected me one time in Disney. They're like, no, it's Tepanado. So I said, oh, okay. So I started calling it that. I thought maybe I was wrong.
Next time I'm there, I will ask some Japanese folks how they pronounce it in English.
I appreciate that. Because, yeah, I'm curious about that. But it's going to be right next to it there. It's going to have rice, sushi, noodles. So it's going to be more
rice. Who would have expected rice?
I mean, they're throwing you a curveball. They're zigging when you thought they'd zag. So there's that. Listen, they need a nice sushi place there, I think. I think that's what it's lacking. You don't think they do a good job with it?
They will. I just hate sushi. So I hate fish in general.
I want to be honest. I don't like sushi either, but I love California rolls. That's the only sushi I'll eat.
I mean,
and it's not really sushi, but I do love California rolls.
But cooked sushi I would do, but raw, I can't just throw a salmon in my mouth and it would just come back out. I don't know if I can.
For all the great pronunciation you do have of all the foods, you did not pronounce salmon correctly. It's not salmon.
Whatever. I do salmon. I don't know. That's how I.
She pronounces the L.
Let her live her life.
I'm just saying it's not salmon.
I can mute you. I would totally mute you.
Joey.
He does not show up next week.
All right, let's talk about a little bit of merch. There's a ton of merch coming out, and we're going to start off with the Expedition Everest, and we're going to run in towards the end of the show, so we'll be a little quick with this now. So let's see some of the stuff here. So there's the mugs for $19.99. There's
so
you don't have to go that fast, Patty. There's the throw blanket for $44.99. I love that throw blanket. Do you have it opened up, Patty? No, I guess he doesn't.
No, that was a no.
There's the sweatshirt for $34.99. They also have that zip pullover for $54.99.
I like that zip pullover.
It looks like go back to it real quick, Patty. It almost looks like the Yeti is kind of embroidered on there, doesn't it?
It does. It looks. I like so.
That.
It does.
It's a cool looking Yeti, man, with the shades and everything else.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's the Yeti for the other park. It looks nothing like our Yeti.
That's true. Maybe it's just left over. But it is cool looking though. I do like it. Here is the other tee that is this the
it looks like a little girl's shirt.
I believe that is. I believe it's $29.99. Yeah, because that's the name of the goggles. So there you go. What else we got, Patty? The long sleeve tee, which is $39.99, and the short sleeve tee, which is also $39.99. And then I believe there's also a plush as well. There we go.
Oh, God. What is that?
Oh, is that the weighted plush? I love the weighted plushes.
It is the weighted plush.
What's with the nose? Why is it a heart-shaped nose?
I don't get it.
It's cute.
His teeth look like mountains.
I have that Marie weighted plush, and
that one's beautiful.
But, you know what they need to do? They need to take their broken Yeti and just make fun of it. Make a T-shirt with a Yeti that's just like this. Strike a pose, it should say.
Disco Yeti, come on.
Right? Disco Yeti. Just make it a thing since you can't fix it.
There you go.
Lean into it.
Or if it ain't broke, well, and then just
it is broke. Well, we built Pandora.
Brandon Aycock actually said, in his opinion, Star-Lord was showing his human nature. We all get heated sometimes. Good point. You know,
that is a very good point.
He's one of the humans on the show. Listen, Marvel's got a lot of gods from other planets and aliens and all sorts of weird things. So the one human showed human nature. It does make sense. So it would make sense that it would be him. All right. So what go to the next one, Patty, which is the Polynesian village thing.
At least that's our Yeti. At least.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Love it.
So angry. I love it.
So angry.
Now let's see the other. So there we go. Here's the straw hat, which is $34.99. I think I can pull that off.
You can pull it off, especially with that hairstyle.
Yeah, but with this hair. And then we got the grotto white shirts, $34.99.
I like the little trim.
I like that Aloha shirt on the left. That one I like there. Mm-hmm. And then the one next to it is so that's one of them is $34. Oh, no, they're both $34.99. So there you go with that one. And then what else we got, Patty? What else are they coming out with? Oh, this is great for kids.
It's super cute.
A little tie in the front.
This one's perfect for kids. This one's $26.99.
Ooh.
I love the beach towel. I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. At first I thought it was a blanket.
Well, it's a beach towel, so it's a little bit bigger than a regular towel. Dole Whip shirt over there on the left, and then they got another Trader Sam's shirt on the right, $29.99 and $34.99 respectively. So there's some new merchandise. They also got a Figment hat. How about that Figment hat, Patty? Look at this here.
Yes.
So cool.
Who's excited about this one?
It was sold out. We went to go look.
Oh, it's already sold out?
Well, I'm sure it's coming back.
Oh,
but
yeah,
we went
no,
to go
but
look
I'm
for it.
saying,
It was
like
gone.
that first batch of it's already gone.
It was. Yeah, at Epcot they had none.
$34.99, which,
cute.
to be honest with you, I thought that was cheap. I thought it'd be more than $34.
Me too.
I
It looks
thought
like
this would be
$50.
I thought this would be like a $49.99 kind of thing, just because I feel like the regular hats go for almost $35. And so I figured that would be more.
It looks pretty big.
Yeah, and it looks like something you'd see in Japan, like in Tokyo Disney, like very kawaii and cute and
They got all
very
those
something.
big hats there.
Yes, so very.
All right. So then we got the Disney 100 Years of Music and Wonder Spirit jersey. Let's see that one there. And then we get right after that, we can see the Space Mountain shirt. But are you guys into the Spirit jerseys? I know we talked about the Spirit jersey last time. I forget where it was, the Haunted Mansion one. I feel like it's just too hot in Disney to ever wear these.
It is, especially in Florida. It's just too hot. I could see people wearing
maybe like January in the evening. You could throw that on at night. But
December, January. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
and here's the new Space Mountain shirt.
That one's really cute.
Well, going back to the Spirit jerseys, I am very like I hand pick which ones I want because they're constantly making them in different designs. So I got to make sure I really like the design. I think currently I have like a RunDisney Princess one, a Walt Disney Studios one. Like when I went there to the actual studio in Burbank, that was very exciting. I had to commemorate it, and I think one other one. And I love wearing them when it's like just a little chilly in the house, but you don't want to put on a whole jacket. Like a sweatshirt would be too much. It's like the perfect for like that kind of temperature.
I got to tell you, it's really hot under this thing.
You could take
You have to commit to it. You have to commit.
I promised I was going to wear it, though. But let me tell you something. I'm going to take this. This is probably like a bucket of water, like in this thing. It's hot.
Gross.
I don't get the AC running right now either, so it's like, it's hot. All right,
RunDisney
unveils.
Gene, I'm just reminding you, we still got 2 more ads, right?
Oh, you know what? Let's before we do this real quick. Yes, Patty, let's do an ad. Let's talk about our travel sponsor.
The mctravelcompany.com. Just next time I got to put her website actually on here. Used to be Mouse Clash Travel, now it's MC Travel Company. As they're getting more popular, they just want to get away from the mouse name just in case, because they are earmarked by Disney. They just became the official exclusive travel partner of the channel itself, which is a very nice thing. They're, again, a very different travel company. Instead of being a big conglomerate, they all work together. So let's say you call and your agent's not available, you're going to get someone else that's going to help you. And I've never seen that with a travel company, but from what I read on their reviews, it's absolutely working, where there's a team of people that absolutely take care of everything. And they're very detail oriented, which I know you need to be for a Disney travel company, where people just want all these kind of reservations to go. It's not just hotel and airfare. There's a million other things. So mctravelcompany.com. Thank you, Gene.
And I believe, I think weren't they like almost like 100% on dining reservations for their
100%, which 100%. I don't get. Yeah,
like that's an amazing stat. They were 100%.
Yeah.
They're 100% on being able to get the dining reservations for their clients. So
they look all day, every day. They've even got some not machines, but I guess bots that keep checking, and eventually they get it.
Amazing.
Cool.
Amazing. It was an amazing job, guys. Go check them out. And thank you again to MC Travel for being a sponsor. All right, so let's get to, we only have a couple more stories, then we're going to get out of here. RunDisney unveils new Figment and Encanto medals for 2023. There we go. So we got this is for the 5K, the Alice in Wonderland Cheshire Cat. That's for the 5K. And then for the 10K, we got Lemire and Cogsworth. And for the half marathon, this one's really cool.
Oh, that's cute.
Really cute.
Mirabelle and Bruno. Which we don't talk about. So I should have said that.
And this one lights up too.
And this is the 2-course one with Figment.
Oh, I like
Morgan,
this.
you've done the RunDisney, right?
I have. I did the very last RunDisney before COVID hit. It was like literally 2 weeks. And the medals are so great. The quality of them, I honestly think like that's a big reason why people sign up if they haven't done it before, because the medals are, like I said, are going to be such good quality. And once you actually do the races, you're like, this is incredible. I want to keep doing it. that kind of thing. So yeah, those medals are really cool, and they all move in some way. If you really look closely, like the Cogsworth and Lumiere, that one looks like it spins in the circle. So yeah.
All right, cool. So the last one we're going to talk about is an irate guest on Ratatouille. It looks like they put the cast member in the hospital. It looks like they were actually sent to the
what?
They were in line. Went in line. They had the ride. They're at the Ratatouille ride. It was having technical difficulties, and the guy got verbally aggressive and basically was speaking to the cast member. She brought the manager over. Manager came over, and as they were on the iPad or the tablet trying to figure out, I guess, a way to help the customer, the guest, didn't get the answer you liked, and he went, or I believe the tablet wasn't working correctly, so she went to go grab another tablet. As she was about to turn around to go grab the other tablet, he smacks it out of her hand.
To the hospital. It's crazy.
Every week we had another story about people just acting like buffoons in the parks. And
have nice things.
Can't have nice things. So, but yeah,
these poor cast members.
This happened on May 30th, so it wasn't even that long ago. It was like a month and a half ago.
Oh my goodness.
Really
Gene, before we go, I want to show you guys one thing.
What is that?
You can only see the lights. Let me shut the lights for a second. You can't see. This was from SeaWorld Halloween last year. It's a skull.
Ooh.
It's so cute.
And wait, when you pass certain things, it would light up and do things. But wait, and I don't know if I can do this.
Is it a sippy cup?
No, but water goes in it for this. When you press the button, you see the eyes?
Oh, it seems very cool.
SeaWorld, I see you.
Right? So I don't know if you can still see the smoke if it's off. You can't. Anyhow, it's pretty cool.
Very
It
cool.
is really cool.
SeaWorld does their fair share of holiday stuff too.
I wasn't a huge fan because it was in the middle for me. It was like Mickey's Not So Scary and Halloween Horror Nights meshed, only because it was kind of toned down horror. You could see their budget was not like Universal. They did a good job. Their stage show was great, probably the best. They even had a drag show with Serpentina Moray drag performer, which was hysterical, only for adults. But other than that, it's not the same.
I haven't been to SeaWorld in a couple of years. In fact, the last time, I'll tell you what, I don't know if Greg's still in the chat, but last time I was there, I believe it was with Greg. I was with Greg and Rob, Piano Rob, and we did this thing where we had to do like all the coasters in like a certain amount of time. Like it was like you get like a medal if you do it. But that was the last time I've been there, and that was probably a good 2 years ago. It's been a while since I've been there.
Yeah, it doesn't do it for me usually.
We do have one more read to go before we get out of here. So, Patty, pull up Orlando Stroller Rental. Guys, the most professional and convenient stroller rental companies in the business, Orlando Stroller Rental. They're the number one choice amongst Disney travelers. Orlando Stroller Rental has a huge selection of single and double strollers. All strollers come with free cooler, parent console, and a rain cover. They have a very convenient counter over at the Orlando International Airport at Terminal B, side level 1. Or guess what, guys? You can even have them delivered. They can even have it delivered to your Disney resort, Universal area resorts, as well as Airbnbs. So make the number one choice your choice. Orlando Stroller Rental, family owned and operated since 2008, and you can check them out on their website www.orlandostrollerrentals.com. Phone number is 1-800-281-0884, and their email is info@orlandostrollerrentals.com. Make sure you guys go check them. Guys, they're the number one choice, so you can't go wrong. And if you're traveling with your stroller, why? Why take up space on the plane? Why take up space in your car if you're driving? Just get down to Florida and you can rent one. And listen, they're the number one choice in the business. There's a reason why they're the number one choice, because they're the best. So make sure you go check out Orlando Stroller Rental. And with that, guys, I think that's about it. We're about to wrap up.
It always goes by so fast. We have so much fun.
I know. It goes by really fast.
I'll tell you what, I
feel like an hour and 20 minutes.
As it turned out, usually we try to keep the show an hour. We go over a little bit each time just because we're having fun and we're talking. But I do want to say this. I do want to thank all our super chats today. Guys, you were amazing. Thank you so much for doing that. We love you guys. I also want to thank our mods. Paul Angle, who's not with us today, he had something come up, but thank you for being one of our mods. Monorail Molly, Tina Marie, Patty, please make sure you put their links in the chat for me before we get out of here. Make sure you guys go check it out. They have tremendous channels themselves, so go make sure you go check them out. But thank you so much for being our mods. And to everybody here, man, thank you for being part of this. It's week 4.
Thank you, Brandon.
We feel so blessed, man, to really have you guys be part of this thing as we're
We really
growing.
do.
And you guys could always say we were there from the beginning. You guys are here from the beginning. So solo show. You are a bit late, but you could always watch us on replay. Or guys, do you want to just stick around and do the show over again? We can do it over again.
We'll do it over again. That's Stan Solo. We'll do it over again for him.
All right, there you go. So, but guys, we do want to say thank you to everybody involved. It takes a lot to make this show work, and that gets the 4 of us on the screen: Patty Puddles, our 3 mods, like I said, Tina Marie, Monorail Molly, and Paul Anglo. So we want to say thank you to everyone that's involved with the show, and thank you to all of you out there watching. From all of us, we appreciate it. I don't know. Take it away, Panda.
We'll see you guys soon. Thanks again. Gene, I can't say it better than you. You said exactly what I felt. Thank you.
There you go. All right. Adios, my friends.
Bye.